What's up everybody, the Blue Fang here, and today I'm back with yet another part of What If Naruto Was Like Itachi. So last time he hit the like goal by a lot, so today I'll be making the like goal 390 likes for the next part. So let's see if you guys can do that. So before I get into the recap, subscribe if you're new, hit that like button and turn on bell notifications. Now with no further ado, let's get into the video. So last time we left off with Naruto trying to get information on the Nine-Tails attack from learning more about the Uchihas. Also, Naruto is currently working with Danza at the moment, but he doesn't trust him since he's so shady. So he's not believing too many things he's telling him. So at the moment, he doesn't fully believe that Hiruzen is a bad Hokage, but he'll look more into that personally by himself. But right at the moment, Team 7 have crossed Zabuza while they're walking to the Land of Waves. They all look up at the tree, observing the demon of the mist. Naruto stares at Zabuza with emotionless eyes, which Zabuza looks back at him, noticing he seems different than Naruto's other teammates. So this time, instead of Kakashi telling Team 7 to get back, he lets them get ready to attack Zabuza since he's confident that they'll win against this rogue ninja. But Kakashi still reveals his Sharingan eye to everyone, so he as well can take on Zabuza on equal footing. So first Naruto takes steps backwards, and as he does this, Kakashi looks back to make sure he's ready. Naruto looks at Kakashi as well and nods his head. He then takes something from his waist which looks like a blade. Sasuke and Sakura look back at Naruto to see him getting ready with his sword he trained with. Naruto started to learn sword techniques in the period of when Kakashi and him were training. Also, since Kakashi was an ex-Army member, he would be the best person to train Naruto to his absolute limit in sword techniques. Now at the moment, Zabuza has gotten his executioner's blade ready in his hands with a hard grip, cleansing the blade tightly. He looks straight towards Kakashi, and with no hesitation he dashes straight at him with a killing intent. But when he does this, Naruto blitzes in front of Kakashi, blocking Zabuza's blade. Kakashi grins inside of his mask, liking the new speed Naruto has. Zabuza then begins to slash at Naruto, hitting him with the executioner's blade multiple times. But Naruto blocks all of these hits and continues to remain calm. He knows he shouldn't underestimate Zabuza and try any reckless moves that would put the team and himself in danger, so he jumps backwards, getting out of Zabuza's range. Next he tells Sakura to run at Zabuza, which Sakura is confused about why Naruto is telling her this, but he just says to believe him for what he's going to do. So knowing Naruto is smart and a pretty good fighter, she clears all the hate that she has for Naruto in her mind and runs at Zabuza, throwing multiple kunais at him. Zabuza is shocked at this since he just thought Sakura is a useless shinobi who just stands around. But he blocks all the kunais easily, and while he does this, a fireball launches at Zabuza from the side, hurling its massive flame at the rogue ninja. Zabuza dodges this quickly, saving himself from getting hit by an attack like that. From a distance, Sasuke is seen to be the one who did this, and Zabuza dashes at him with his blade, leaving Sakura behind. While he does this, he looks around himself, noticing that both Naruto and Kakashi aren't in his sight. He wonders if they're hiding at the moment, but he continues to race at Sasuke. But when he does this, in the sky, Kakashi comes down on him, being able to stab Zabuza in the arm with a kunai. Zabuza is able to get himself ready again and swats Kakashi away with his blade. Blood pours down from his arm, but he keeps himself concentrated on the battle he's in. A while later though, he's able to trap Kakashi in his water prison jutsu, and Naruto is still nowhere to be seen. At the moment, Sakura and Sasuke are both fighting Zabuza's water clone, and once Zabuza thinks he's all good and that he's won this battle, Naruto comes out of nowhere with a bunch of clones raining down on Zabuza. But since this isn't the multiple shadow clone jutsu, since he hasn't learnt this, it's just normal clones, and not too many of them. They all have the wind style Gale Palm boost with them though, boosting their speed and increasing their range. Zabuza is really shocked by this, but he continues to keep his hand on the water prison. He calls his clone back quickly to take some of Naruto's clones out of his way, but they easily cut through the clone and they continue to dash at Zabuza. The real Naruto is hidden in these clones and is getting closer to his opponent to save his sensei. Once he gets closer, all the clones use Gale Palm on the real Zabuza, making wind shoot straight at him from different directions. They all vanish afterwards though, and Naruto uses all this wind that came from the clones to push himself straight at Zabuza with his sword in his hands. Knowing that he can't block this speeding attack, Zabuza jumps out of the way and Kakashi gets released from the water prison in the process. Naruto gets back on the ground, steadying himself. Kakashi then runs at Zabuza and like in the original, he defeats a fatigued Zabuza. A little time after this, Senbon needles shoot straight at Zabuza, but Naruto is able to see the Senbons in the air, and as they rush at Zabuza, he slashes them with his sword. Haku then steps out of the trees. "You shouldn't have blocked that. I was trying to kill the rogue ninja." Naruto looks up at Haku and decides to ask him why he's trying to kill Zabuza, which Haku just replies saying that he's a hunter nin who is required to hunt down missing nin like Zabuza. Naruto slowly nods his head. Haku then comes down and throws Senbon into Zabuza, fake killing him. Naruto quickly goes to check Zabuza's body to see if he's actually dead, because it's strange that at the time Zabuza is defeated, that a person would come out of nowhere and try to kill him. A real hunter nin would just come at Zabuza mid-battle and throw Senbon at him. As Naruto checks Zabuza, he feels no breathing and so he lets Haku take him away. But when he was observing Zabuza, he noticed that something was off about him. Even though he looked dead, he didn't feel like Haku threw the Senbon with a killing intent. So once Haku takes off with Zabuza's body, Naruto tells Kakashi that something's up about that hunter nin, and decides to ask Kakashi if he could take Sasuke with him to trail down Haku, while Kakashi and Sakura take Tazuna back to the Land of Waves. Kakashi thinks about this one for some time, but he finally answers saying that it's okay to do that, but they better be back with the rest of Team 7. Naruto nods his head and tells Sasuke to come with him. We cut to when Naruto and Sasuke are trailing Haku from behind, and Sasuke has already been explained to about Naruto's suspicions on Haku. While they do this, Naruto and Sasuke remain quiet while following Haku because they wouldn't want to be found that quickly. It takes pretty long for Haku to get to the location he's going to, but he eventually gets there and goes inside. Naruto and Sasuke look around themselves to see a load of mercenaries surrounding the area Haku just went in. They keep low, trying not to be seen, but if they were seen, Naruto would just take them down quickly, but wouldn't kill them. So inside of the place Haku is in, Zabuza's body is put down while Haku fixes him up. He realizes that Zabuza would have to wait a week of recovery before he fights again. While Haku tends Zabuza's wounds, Naruto and Sasuke are able to sneak around the place they're in and get near Haku. Once they're close, Naruto sees Haku helping Zabuza, and when he does this, he tells Sasuke to send a fireball straight into the room their enemies are in. Sasuke nods his head and does what Naruto says, unleashing a fireball straight into the room. Haku senses this quickly and gets Zabuza and then dashes out of the room. They're able to get out, but Naruto corners them with slashing his sword straight at Haku, while Haku's still holding Zabuza. Naruto continues doing this swiftly, getting hits at his opponent, but once Haku places Zabuza down, he dashes quickly at Naruto, thrashing him with a kunai, but Naruto is way too fast and dodges all of Haku's attacks, shocking the rogue ninja. Naruto then uses the Gale Palm Jutsu to push Haku out of his range, but then uses it again to take himself off the ground, then launching himself with Gale Palm at Haku, whilst gripping his sword in his hands. He's able to stab his sword into Haku, which damages Haku a lot, but not killing him. Sometime later, Sasuke is able to bring Zabuza's body to Naruto, since Zabuza is unable to move because of Haku's paralysis Senbons. Naruto sees Zabuza and wonders on what to do with him, but he then asks who the boss is. Zabuza is able to reply saying that this person is named Gato. Naruto nods his head and begins to walk out of the room to find Gato, but as he does this, Haku sends multiple deadly Senbon straight into Sasuke's chest. Naruto sees this and his eyes widen in shock. No, not Sasuke. Naruto grits his teeth, seeing Sasuke bleed out and fall onto the ground. Naruto begins to get angry from observing all of this, and not just because Sasuke is the only way to complete his investigation, but because he's a dear comrade who fought alongside him as a shinobi of the Hidden Leaf Village. Naruto tries to fight back this anger though, trying to keep himself calm in this situation, but the Kyuubi inside of him lets out a gush of rage into Naruto's mind, slowly getting in hold of his anger and shaping it into his chakra. And because of the Nine Tails, Naruto is not able to hold back his great rage, and his Kyuubi chakra pours out of him, giving him a killing intent. He lashes out on an injured Haku, not caring that his opponent is hurt, and starts attacking furiously, punching and slashing his way into Haku. From a distance, Zabuza watches on, seeing all of this happening before his eyes. But a second later, Gato walks in with his guards to see where all the noise he has been hearing is coming from. A Kyuubi-influenced Naruto looks behind and sees Gato and knows straight away that this guy is the boss, the one who hired Zabuza and Haku, which was the reason that led to Sasuke's supposed death. Naruto forgets Haku at the moment and launches at Gato, then swiftly kills him in a single slice. But after that, the Kyuubi chakra goes away, with the rage leaving his mind as well. Naruto looks down at his bloodied hands and is saddened by the fact that his rage took control over him. Seeing Gato dead, the guards run at Naruto, charging him with weapons in their hands, but Naruto easily takes them down with no effort, still having that emotionless gaze in his eyes. At that moment, Haku's on the verge of death since he had been stabbed and attacked by an Kyuubi-influenced Naruto. Zabuza is still unable to fight and is on the ground. Knowing that the two rogue ninjas are unable to fight at the moment, Naruto picks up Sasuke's body and begins to leave his enemies on the ground untouched. He then looks behind to see them. If you want revenge, then come find me. Let your rage take over your mind just to try to kill me. Then you'll truly satisfy your choice in revenge. And after Naruto says this, he leaves with Sasuke in his hands, heading back to find Kakashi and Sakura. We cut to when all of Team 7 meet up once again and Sasuke is revealed to be not dead. They all get healed up and Tarzan is safe in the land of waves. Sometime later, Team 7 return back to the Leaf Village and Naruto goes back to doing personal missions for Hiruzen, while Sakura realizes that she wasn't really that much of a help in the mission and she goes to do training for herself, trying to get better in skills. And that's where I'm gonna end it off for today. Hopefully you did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to get this video to 390 likes for the next part. Now, like always, subscribe if you're new, hit the like button and turn on bell notification. It's been the Blue Fang. Peace.